Firstly, some thank yous to our donors for their ongoing and increased support. They've embraced our vision of growing this organisation into a genuine professional association, and have enabled the team to make the changes and explore the ideas necessary for that. Of course, to the increasing number of paid-up members, that's beginning to become a significant financial resource, but probably more importantly, it demonstrates a commitment to the organisation, and that's very important to us moving forward. Most importantly, of course, is to the Secretariat, who, even taking account of their slightly increased numbers, continue to produce an incredible amount of work for the organisation. You have the financials in front of you. We're now very near the end of the changeover and upgrade in moving from the Belgium to Swiss systems. This was always going to be difficult, a heavy workload, and not necessarily easy for presentation. I think that the notes more than cover this, but as with the Secretariat, I'm available to answer any queries either now or after people have had time to digest the documents. For me, the major takeaways are pretty simple. We continue to gain financial security, and this has been achieved while cementing the move from what has been a perception of PHAP as a training organisation, high class, to a genuine, rounded professional association. That's no insignificant change. So, as I say, to keep it brief, I commend this financial report to you, and hope that it's appreciated to be both in French and English this time. Thank you. Thank you again. I shall endeavour to be as brief as possible. You have the budgets in front of you, and again a very thorough set of notes that I think explains them well. There are a couple of particular issues that I'd like to draw your attention to. Firstly, you can see that the 2016 budget versus actual has some absolute differences. It's more the nature rather of the change that I'd like to draw your attention to. Very consciously and in pursuit of developing the strategic framework and broadening the scope of PHAP activities, a decision was made to take a pause in the professional development program. This is the first time that PHAP has been in a position where our cash flow allowed for that kind of decision to be made, and I think the results have been more than positive. And I refer not just to the strategic development work, but also to the engagement with the World Humanitarian Summit. And I suppose that brings me to the second point, and that is that the 2017 budget is again conservative. To achieve the ambitions set out in the strategic framework, we will need to both ensure our core activities and grow our financial base. While inevitably the heavy lifting will be done by the Secretariat, it's going to require the commitment of the entire organisation to ensure that we can continue to grow and develop as we're planning to. So I again commend the budget to you, and thank you all.